Hello all, in this video we are going to see about the constructor and its types in Java. First let us see what is constructor. The constructor is a special method whose name is same that of the class name, which is mainly used to initialize the value of the member variable. And we no need to explicitly call the constructor. It is automatically called when an object is created. And an important thing to be noted is it doesn't have any return type. So there are two types of constructor. One is default constructor, another one is parameterized constructor. First let us see an example for a default constructor. So I'm going to create a class called sample with only one value int a, and I'm going to have the constructor which name is similar to that of the class name. Here my class name is sample, so my method name is also sample, and it doesn't have any return type. Usually when we write a method, for example, if we are going to write method to addition of two numbers, means we will have the method as add and we will have return type as either int or void. But in case of constructor, the name of the method is similar to that of the class name and it doesn't have any return type. Inside that, we are going to initialize the value for the variable. So I'm going to have the value as 5. I'm going to have one more class to demonstrate the execution of the class sample. So we already know the beginning of the execution is main method. So I'm going to have main method public static void main, and object for the sample class is created. So sample object equal to new sample of. Okay, so we have already seen an object creation will lead to the constructor calling. Usually we will call a method using the function name. Here the method is sample of, and this is a simple object. So while creating an object, we are implicitly calling a constructor. So this line will call sample of. When this line is executed, the value of the variable is initialized. So we can print it. How can you print it? System.out.println of object.a. Now let us execute the program. My program name is demo. I am going to compile it. Javac demo.java. There is no error. Let us execute it. We will have a value 5. So in order to have a better understanding, let us have a print statement here. System.out.println default constructor is called. Let us execute it. So first line, initially when the object is created, the first line in the constructor will be executed, and then remaining lines will be executed. So even if we have multiple methods in the same class sample, the first execution will be the default constructor. The second type is a parameterized constructor. Here you can see a method with no arguments or no parameter. If you pass any of the arguments in the method, then it is called as a parameterized constructor. I am going to pass a value directly here instead of assigning it. So I am going to have one more variable. So instead of 5, I am going to have this value. Let us see the execution order. In the first line will be the object creation. Here I have a sample method with only one parameter. So it will go to this line. The 5 value is assigned to the variable VEAL. Now the VEAL variable has the value 5. This value directly will be passed into this VEAL. Now we are going to assign the value VEAL to the variable A. So automatically the 5 will be assigned to A. So instead of the default constructor, I am going to change this a parameterized constructor is called. So let us see the execution. So the parameterized constructor is called and its value is 5. So these are the two different types. If we have an empty parenthesis method which name is similar to that of the class name, then it is called as a default constructor. if we have certain values or certain parameters inside the constructor, then it is called as a parameterized constructor. Thank you all.